Okay. All right. So hi, Miss Henderson. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay, that's great. Have you been in any pain lately? Can you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 if so?
Maybe like a two.
A 2? Okay, great, because you were at a 3 last week. So that's good. You're getting better. Okay, so, and also I wanted to ask you, when we were going over those self-care tasks that we talked about last week, like dressing and those kinds of things, do you feel any pain when doing those this week? Have you felt any
Uh,
pain?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. All right. So, um, give me 1 second. Okay, so our plan for today is we're going to talk over some of the hip precautions your doctor gave you, and then some safety and fall prevention. How does that sound?
It sounds good. Thank you.
All right. So we have this visual aid right here, and I'm just going to pretty much go over this with you. I'm going to send this all in an email to you so you'll have it to refer back to you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, perfect. Okay, so with you having a posterior, they went from the behind your hip, so you should have a scar on the backside of your hip. But we want to go over these hip dislocation process or precautions, okay? So you'll follow these for about 6 to 12 weeks or until your doctor tells you to stop. Okay, so some of them we want to go over with, some of them I want you to go over is you don't want to bend at your waist for more than 90 degrees. So just don't try to lean forward or anything. Um, and you don't want to lift your knee on your right side because you have the right sided hip replacement higher than your hip. So you don't want to lift your knee up, okay? Don't sit down in the bathtub just and use your shower chair. Do you have one of those available to you?
Yes.
Okay, great, great. You do not want to lean forward past your knees to put any clothing on or to wash your feet. So that's when you'll use your reacher that you have available that they had showed you how to use before you left the hospital. And
Okay.
and all of your dressing tools. You don't want to pick up something from the floor or just kind of like reach from the walker or anything like that. Okay. Does everything make
Okay.
sense so far?
Yes.
Okay. So, like I said, you don't want to bring up your knee to your chest. So, like this picture over here where she's kind of lifting her leg up. And you want to be careful from when you're getting up and down, and you want to keep your affected leg out in front. We'll kind of go over standing up and sitting down later on, okay?
Okay.
Um, and you don't want to sit on a standard toilet. So that raised toilet seat they gave you, you need to be using that when you're in the bathroom, okay? And
Okay.
and you want to sit in chairs with armrests, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do not bring your affected leg past the center of your body. So the same thing, don't lift it up. You don't want to cross your legs or ankles. I know it's comfortable to sit with your legs crossed or even just crossing your ankles. It's not good to, you don't want to cross your legs. You always want to keep your knees apart. When sitting or lying down, to avoid that, you can put a pillow or a wedge between your knees to avoid you from, kind of stop you from doing that crossing motion. Uh,
Okay.
you don't want to lie when you're laying down, you don't want to lie on your affected side or your right side without talking to your doctor, okay? Do
Okay.
not rotate or twist your affected leg inward. So you don't want to twist at your side to reach for objects on the floor. You see how this picture, she's reaching from her purse. And I think
Mm-hmm.
a way that we can avoid that is maybe putting your purse or your belongings up on a table next to you wherever you're seated, just so you're not having to reach over on the ground. Do not
Okay.
pivot on your right leg. Uh, to turn or reach, take small steps. Don't take big steps. Don't put your toes inward. So a lot of times when you're laying flat on your bed, the natural motion is to go inward with your toes. So we want to avoid that. So we want to put a pillow or a wedge between your knees to avoid that inward twisting of your toes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me move on to our next one. 1 second. Are you still seeing the,
The occupational therapy toolkit. Hip
okay.
dislocation precautions.
Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, so now I kind of want to go over how to sit down and stand up the correct way, just so you can avoid dislocating that hip or having an issue of re-injuring yourself, okay? So here we have, you want to move back all the way to the chair until you feel it on behind your knees. And then you're going to slide your affected leg out forward, kind of how she's pointing, but you're going to keep holding on to your walker and you're going to reach back for that chair behind you. And then you'll reach with your other hand back, just so kind of, and then when you want to sit down, you'll brace yourself coming down while keeping that foot out in front of you. You don't want to bend it. You're going to
Okay.
sit down slowly and keep your affected leg out in front, and then try not to drop into the chair. Like I said, brace yourself. Okay. So that's when sitting down. Standing up, the kind of the same thing. Keep your leg out. Make sure that walker is right in front of you so you're able to reach for it. You want to scoot to the edge of the chair, move your affected leg out in front, and pull your foot, that left foot, backwards towards the chair. So you'll have a better base of support when you're standing up. You're going to
Okay.
keep that affected leg out in front again, and you're going to push up from the chairs like you normally would. You do not pull on the walker, just push up from your chair.
Okay.
Okay, and then you make sure you have your balance before you start walking. That's going to help you prevent a fall or anything that you don't want to happen. How does that sound?
It sounds good. Sounds
Sounds
okay.
good. Okay. All right. So here we have something I kind of wanted to go over about your home. We want to create a safe home for you so you're not going to have that risk of falls and stuff, because I know you're in your charts, you're that's one of the things you're kind of scared of falling. So just some of the statistics that we have is more than three out of four falls occur around the home, and your home could put you at risk for a fall. So what you can do to lower your fall risk is you can conduct a walkthrough of your home, look for problems that may lead to slips, trips, or falls. With a few changes, you can decrease your risk of falling, okay? So we
Okay.
always want to pay attention to three major problems, and that is stairs. Do you have any stairs in your home?
Yes.
Okay. And in the bathroom and then the bedroom. So we want to fix some of the common hazards. So pick up objects off the floor or the ground that you could potentially trip over. If you have grab bars, use those grab bars in the bathroom. Use handrails on the stairs. If those stairs, you have handrails, right? They place some in your home. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And you want to increase the lights inside and outside so you can see a lot better. And then always make sure you have non-slip mats in the tub or the shower, okay?
Okay.
So, and also that adaptive equipment we gave you, that's going to also help you prevent from leaning forward too far and having a fall in the shower. So that's why we want you to sit in that shower chair, use that reacher, and use the bed and chair raisers that you have, if you have them available to you.
Sounds good.
You're going to remove hazards from the floor, pathways, and stairs. This is kind of where I wanted to ask you if you have any throw rugs or anything in the bathrooms, in the kitchen. Do you have any of those around in your home?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. So maybe what we can get is your daughter or your son to come over and kind of pick those up, because those are a major thing, especially with your walker. They can get caught up in their walker and cause you to have a fall. Okay. We want to avoid that.
Okay.
Um, Move all phone and lamp cords out of pathways. I don't know if you have a home phone, but we want to move those cords out of the pathways.
I have a home.
Okay. Okay. So make sure, yeah, the cord is kind of in the corner where you can't trip over it. Sofas and chairs, tables, we want to make sure those are out of the clear pathways. You want to remove hazards from walkways like leaves, moss, and ice. I know it's hot outside. I don't think you have ice, but outside. And then never leave anything on the stairs. If you're going to be climbing the stairs after you start feeling a lot better, you don't want to leave anything on the stairs. Okay.
Okay.
So move and do tasks with cares. Hold on to handrails and grab bars. You want to slow down, do not rush, and pick up your feet. A lot of things that we like to talk about is just slowing down and taking things step by step so you don't get in that rush and you don't try to be too fast and it could potentially cause a fall. Okay.
Okay.
Do not climb on chairs, wobbly ladders. I don't think we'll have a problem with that. You want to hold on
No.
to something steady when reaching on the floor. Turn on the lights before going to a dark room, and you can use night lights. Remove your reading glasses before walking down the stairs. Do not leave items on the floors like shoes, paper towels, books, anything like that that could cause a tripping hazard. And never use your cell phone when walking. Okay.
Okay.
How does that sound? Do you feel okay with these precautions? Do you
I
have
mean, it's a lot of things, but because you're gonna send me the things, I think I'm gonna be fine.
right? And you can always email and ask me questions. I'm always available to you. Um, I would definitely was going to send you these so can you refer back to them? I know it's a lot of information. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, I'm good.
All right. So that's going to end our session today. And if you don't have any more questions, I'm going to let you go and I hope you have a good evening.
Thank you so much.
All right.